Now, I know the gaming businesses love their secondhand shelves due to the amount of people who buy secondhand items, but this store takes it to a whole new level. CEX or CEX or KEX is a store in which they sell only secondhand products. They sell games, consoles, custom controllers, and even phones and computers. I think it's great. But there's an issue with it. There is one main flaw with CEX that I've witnessed firsthand, and this video will be exploring this. CEX don't check their games. And to prove this, I have two stories for you to listen to. And I also mean they don't check certain items, and we'll get to that in the second story. My cousin, who we'll call Stan for now, gave me his Xbox 360 since he was getting himself an Xbox One. I thought this was a great opportunity to play some Xbox 360 games that I never got to play. But he didn't give me any games. But I thought not to worry. I just said I'd go to CEX the next day, pick up some cheap games, because I was pretty broke at the time. The next day rolls around, and I had convinced my dad to bring me to CEX to pick up some games. I bought Borderlands, Destiny, Halo 3, ODST, Halo 4, Lego Batman, and Halo Reach. All of the games roughly equated to around €20, which I thought was a great deal. I created my Xbox Live account and was ready to play some Halo Reach. I turned on the game and about a half hour into it when my LAN cable fell out of my Xbox. So I naturally put my arms over the Xbox to plug it back in. I accidentally ended up tilting the console. I heard that awful grinding noise. To all you Xbox players, you already know what happened next. The game broke. It had scratches right through the disc. At the time I wasn't fussed about Halo Reach since I had some other games to play. So I decided to play Halo 4. Now keep that Halo Reach section in your mind for later. Just remember it. Now for people who play Halo 4, you'll know that there are two discs, a play disc and an install disc. I put the install disc first so I'd be able to play the game and it worked, no issues. Then I switched discs so I could play the game, but there was an error sign. The disc was broken, it was unreadable. They'd sold me a broken disc, which I was really angry about at the time, but I tried to stay calm. I went back to CEX the next day and asked if I could either get a new copy of Halo 4 and Reach, or a refund. They gave me some new copies of the game, and I went home happy. I turned on my Xbox and launched Halo 4, and it was working fine. I tested to see if Halo Reach would work. It wouldn't read the disc. I gave them a broken Halo Reach disc, and they replaced it with another broken Halo Reach disc. I was pissed, but thankfully due to some Xbox tricks and a friend of mine, we got it working. But it still frequently crashes saying it cannot be read. That's when I just stopped going to CEX altogether. Okay, this second story is a while before the first one. I'm still going to tell it because I think it has some meaning behind the purpose of this video. If you know me, you know I'm a big fan of rhythm games like Rock Band and Guitar Hero. But when I was getting into these types of games, I turned to CEX to look for some. Now this isn't like the first story where their games were broken when I bought them. No sir. This is more about their website. Now I was checking CEX's website when I was looking for some rhythm games, and I seen that they were selling some. And at the time I was looking for Rock Band 4. I seen that they were selling the game and the guitar separately, and I thought this was fine. A few days went by and I went up to CEX to purchase the game and guitar. I found the game, but I couldn't find any signs or any indications that they were selling the guitar. So I went up to the counter and asked if they had it in stock. It turns out that they did have it in stock, but just in a different store. I wasn't so happy about this, but I was prepared for something like this to happen. The guy behind the counter asked if I would like it to be held at the other store, which I greatly appreciated, and I asked him to hold it. I got my dad to drive me to the other store, which is like 30 minutes away. I made it there and I walked inside and asked about the guitar. And they tried to explain it, which they poorly did. They tried to tell me that the guitar was an older model and that I would need to buy an adapter to use it. I wasn't really happy about this at all. But I kept my cool and I left the shop. Even a few friends of mine have had bad experience with CEX. The same friend that helped me with the Halo Reach problem, he bought an Xbox off them because his broke, and within a month it red ringed, which is Well, I'm not completely sure what a red ring is, to be honest, but I know it's not good and the console breaks afterwards. But, like, I'm not going to spew facts that I don't know. The point is, stores like CEX have to be bought from carefully. And that was the entire video. Why do I keep picking stupid topics?